Hello friends, welcome back to your channel Learn and Earn. Myself Dayanand. Today we shall continue Excel VBA 2016 Part 20. So the playlist which was awaited for almost a year going to be restarted. Yes, I only have, as of now we had only 19 videos, so this will be the Part 20. Let's have a look at what do we have for us to learn today. That is Excel VBA 2016 Beginner to Advanced Edition in 30 days. Part 20, we shall focus on handling email functions with examples. What it is? Sending an email using Excel VBA, just using programming. I'll make it very simple. I'll only may use maximum of 12 to 13 lines of code, which would help you to send an email using our basic Outlook function. Outlook. Yeah. So we learn sending email. We shall create two objects. One is an email object, other one email item, and also we're going to use this item within the with and end with block. I'll teach you how do we do that. And finally reset all the objects to null. Okay, let's get started. Before which, please do subscribe to the channel, keep supporting, and do press the bell icon so whenever I upload a new video, an email will be sent out to you. So what do we need to send an email is, yes, we need Outlook. I'm using 2013 Outlook. So you just need one Outlook. It could be any version. 2010, 2013, any version would be okay. So you will need this to send and receive emails. And as we are going to use a basic Excel, right? 2016 Excel can easily work with any version. It can even work with 2010 as well, 2007 as well. Okay, right. So I have opened a blank new Excel file, and I'm not going to do much in the Excel file. Let's directly get into the VBA mode. So I'm going to press Alt F11 directly to launch Visual Basic Editor IDE for our application development, right? So for now, let's go ahead and insert a module. So we'll be writing the coding in the module. Module is nothing but a piece of code. We just say a function or a procedure. To give you more information on what is function, function is nothing but a set of programs, set of instructions given to the program to perform certain task. So here we're going to give set of instructions telling the system to send an email. Okay, so you need to go to the insert option and then click on the third one, which is module. That brings a blank screen. Let's start writing our programming here. So we need a function. So let's call it as send email. You can call this anything. This is user defined. You define what name that you would like to give. I need two objects. Number one, the object Outlook, another one object email. Let's create. So let's call it as obj Outlook as object. Yes. Another one I need is obj email as, and again, object. Right. Once we create them, let us initialize them by setting those objects. So number one, I'm setting up this set object Outlook. So what it should handle an external application, which is Outlook application. So I would need to specify here in double quotes create object, and that is Outlook dot application. And I need to also initialize the email item with the help of object email, object Outlook. That is object Outlook dot create item. And this is what item we are going to create is a mail item. Right. So first one, we have initialized an object Outlook to handle Outlook application. Another one, we need an email item which is ready with us. And now, what is an email item, if you ask me? When you click on this new email, this is the email item, and this item we need to send an email, right? So we have this item ready, and we need to also specify certain properties of this mail item. Properties like to, CC, subject, body, attachments if any. Okay, so let's start declaring those and defining whom it should be sent, and you can send it to multiple people, no issues. So we'll use something called with block with this object email, and yes, every with must have an end with, right? So with this object email, I need to specify with whom it should be sent to, whom it should be CC'd, and what should be the subject line, and what should be the body. These are the four properties we will specify. And should we send this or display it? There are two ways of handling this email function, which we will be learning in the next minute. Now, either you can just use .to2, or you may easily specify the object and then mention .to. So both are same. So it is easy for me to directly go .to is equal to. Okay, so to could be something like this, someone at gmail.com. So you can use the complete exact email address to be sent. CC, so let me keep CC at gmail.com. And what would you like to keep the subject line? So this is a test email from Learn and Earn. And would you like to have what information on the body? I would say warm greetings. Please subscribe and press the bell button. Let's say bell icon. Right. Would you like to have multiple lines? Say I need a body something to come up in second line. You can do that. You may just use a symbol called ampersand, or simply said and symbol. Let me make it much bigger. It will be easy for you to read. If you don't know how to increase the font here, you need to go to tools and go to options, editor format, and just increase the size of the font to something bigger. Okay, so that you can easily see that. Right. So body, I was writing body, warm greetings, please subscribe and press the bell icon and use this ampersand symbol, leave a space, type VBCRLF and another ampersand to close with. So this pushes the other part of the line to the next line. So then in the next line I'm going to call thank you, and I will use one more line, again same thing, an ampersand space VBCRLF. It is not case sensitive, you're okay to use upper or lower case, you're fine. And I'm going to call Dayanand. That's my name. Beauty. So we're done with the body. So either you can send this message directly, or if you want to have it shown before sending it, yes, you can use. That is .display. Display will display it on the screen, or if you just use .send, it will send it directly without displaying on the draft. Okay, let me show you the example of displaying it. But before which, I would also need to show you one other item. You need a reference which is tools. We need a reference where we go to tools and then use this reference. What reference is nothing but Outlook library we would need. So scroll down to Microsoft Office Outlook and 15.0. You may find 14.1, 16.1, 15.1, depends on the version you're using. So I have the latest library on my computer, 15.0 object library. Check this one and click OK, so that we are using Outlook functions to send email. Okay, and once it is been displayed, come out of the end with. Here you need to set these objects back to null. So nothing but you have already initialized and then assigned certain memory space to this object. So now we need to clear that object by telling the VBA, yes, we are done with that. You may just set it to nothing. All right, you don't need this. Yeah, and set another object email equal to nothing. So this will clear the memory which we already assigned. Right, it's time for us to test it. Let us run this. You may click on the green play button or just use F5 button on the keyboard. Okay. I'm using display function, and you could see my Outlook launch this new item which says 2 has been filled with someone. CC has been filled. This is a test email from Learn and Earn. Yes, you have got the warm greetings and as we exactly defined here. It is displaying it, not sending it. So I may enter some more lines and then click on send. Or if you want the function to be directly sending it, yes, go ahead and send it with changing this display to SEND send. And let's run this one. And 2013 asks you to further permission whether to allow the program or deny to send this email, which is this is something to do with the Outlook, nothing to do with our Excel VBA. Let's simply click on allow. That sends out. Okay, you could see that item sitting in my outbox will be sent out directly very shortly. Right. Well, this is how the function and workflow will be. However, what happens if there are any errors in between? For example, if Excel is unable to launch Outlook item, or if Outlook is not responding, or any kind of unexpected error in between, you can also handle errors within Excel VBA and throwing a prompt to the user explaining what is the error occurred. Okay, how do we do it? Simple. Just I need to insert 2 more lines. That is number 1 at the beginning of the program. This is when right after you start your function at the beginning, you just call this as on error. On error, go to error handler. Easy. And at the end of the function, use the same word here, error handler. That's it. That's all you need. But you need to close this with a colon, not a semicolon, a proper colon. Okay. So whenever an error occurs, it will directly call out error handler. Error is an inbuilt function for Excel VBA. Most of the programming language uses error function, so which tells us a message box telling what actually occurred. So user can work on that. Okay, so this is all for today. So go through this line by line. I'm not going to put this code in the description. So I would like you to pause the video and try it right now. It's really fun working with Excel and VBA. You will love it definitely. So keep learning and keep supporting. Happy learning. All the best. All is well. Thank you.